Morning, boys and girls. Wow, you guys have chewed the snot out of that thing. All right, quit kicking me in the nuts and move over. All right, watch out. If I don't do this every morning, they bug me until I do. All right, don't knock me down. Oops, I forgot my ear protection. They're going to try to steal that off that bench, I'm sure. I don't want to go deaf trying to do this. All right, let's do it. Sure does make you happy, I suppose. All right, here we go. Load and lock. Lock and loaded. Boy, it's hard to find in the fog. Butterfingers. All right, here comes the crew. There goes the crew. He's trying to bring him over here. Dude, here! He minds real well, as you can see. Bring him here, Tootsie. She's dragging him. All right, you big galoot. Let me have it. Let me have it, buddy. I gotta rub you the wrong way or right way or what? Okay. Ugh. Let's try again. Going that way this time. Go get it. It's a foggy day today, Fresno. The wrong way, dude. Playing keep away out there with the bumper. I don't have time for that. See, here she goes. Think I'll work and eventually I'll capture the bumper again. All right, got this new piece. Stretch off the drying stack. It's about 9 feet long. Got a big defect there where there's a bark pocket. I'm gonna end up cutting that off. I'm gonna cut a line right through there because I'm gonna make it two-board table. This is going to be the join inside, and I don't need that in the way. Fortunately, I've got plenty of room here for a 50-inch wide table with two pieces. I've got this twin is sitting outside. I'm going to surface this one first. Let's begin. Well, there's the first pass. That was a hard slog. I had a lot of stuff down on that one end. Anytime you get a piece that has a bark pocket like that, it's liable to dry differently. And man, this was up about an inch higher than the rest of it, and I had to take that in several different elevations in order to get it accomplished to a similar surface height. So this is the first pass. I'll hit it one more time and see what else I get. Hopefully the second pass will clean up most of this. Let's begin. Got it surfaced, and now I have decided that that is the line I want to cut so I can make a nice wide table. And so I got my test tool track saw set up. I'm only going to cut 1 inch at a time because that's hard, and so let's do that. That's tough on the knees. I think I'm gonna put some carpet up here because, yow! All right, I got something. At least a little. Yikes. All right, let's go down another inch. Go to 2 inches. About unplugged myself a minute ago. I Did unplug myself that time. Yeah, I sure did. One of the things I don't like about Festool is that little thing there keeps coming unplugged all the time. All right, there we go down another inch. I don't know if we should or not, but I'm gonna. Like I said, that little thing keeps coming unplugged. I'm not real crazy about that. That won't cut all the way through. So I'm going to take this contraption off and finish it off with my Makita. I've got a Bad Mama Jamma right there. That will do it. And so that's how I finish these off. Anyway, these are kind of cool little clamps. They go in that little slot there. And then you can clamp them down, slide them up, clamp them down. Kind of a cool setup. This is for the rail extension. You can't really run two rail extensions on there and still use these clamps. So I only use one, which makes it kind of have a hump in the middle. I kind of don't like that, but I live with it because this track saw gets me a nice straight line and does most of the work. So I live with it. I've worn out one of these. They don't last forever. This little guy here has been a beast, and it just keeps hanging on and hanging on and hanging on. And it has a nice long stroke. Look how deep that sucker will go. I think I set it a little short so I don't cut my table in half. Get some ear protection on and blast through that. I guess I should plug it in, that will help. Like I'm already through. All right. That's how I do that. This will be used for something else. That's not a throwaway.